By the year 1000 AD, the flourishing Chachapoya number 500,000 souls, not counting mummies residing in cliff tombs. But their mountaintop fortresses will not be enough to stop a united enemy. In the late 14th century, the Incas, a fledgling cultural group living south of Chachapoyas, rapidly begin to forge an empire under a succession of hereditary rulers who hold the title, the Inca. The Chachapoya are a key target for conquest because they control the lucrative trade routes. Also, Chachapoyan textiles are of very fine quality, and the Incas value them as highly as gold. Eventually, the Incas wear down the stubborn Chachapoya, finally prevailing in 1470. But it is not a peaceful domination. The proud Chachapoya rebel at every opportunity and for the next 50 years remain the greatest thorn in the Incas' side. Around 1526, the Inca, Huaya Capac, suddenly dies under mysterious circumstances. A Chachapoyan shaman is suspected of having poisoned him. But it is not a sorcerer's deadly potion that has killed Huayna Capac. It is something much more difficult for these cultures to comprehend.
An epidemic wiped out the Inca, his oldest son, and most of his top generals and officials. Most people would agree that it almost certainly an introduced European disease that had come across with Columbus and the later conquerors.
As the epidemic travels overland ahead of him in 1532, the illiterate Spanish captain Francisco Pizarro and his ragtag army sail from Panama to Peru in search of fabled treasure. Once in Peru, he marches into the highlands and lures the new Inca, Atahualpa, and his massive army into a get-acquainted meeting at Cajamarca. There, Pizarro springs an ambush. Incredibly, just 168 Spanish soldiers with steel swords, guns, and 62 horses whelm the Incas' 80,000 soldiers. Within hours, 7,000 Inca warriors lie dead. In the ensuing months and years, the Chachapoya fight alongside the Spaniards in a spectacularly wrong-headed display of vengeance against the Incas. As a reward to the Chachapoya, the Spaniards grant them a few years' grace before enslaving them in their mines and fields. But the most devastating blow is the further spread of the European viruses smallpox and influenza. Within 60 years of the conquest, 80% of the Chachapoyan population is dead. In the following centuries, they are all but forgotten, and their unique cliff tombs and mummies are enshrouded in the mists of history.